So in continuation of this turnaround time calculation, the turnaround time of all the process is 40. So we need to calculate the waiting time, where the waiting time could be calculated based on turnaround time minus the bus time. So the turnaround time of process P1 is 4. 4 minus the bus time of process P1, it is 1. So 4 minus 1, it is 3. Similarly, it is 15. 15 minus the bus time of process P2 is 4. It is 15 minus 4, it is 11. And similarly for process P3, it is 5 the turnaround time and the bus time is 2, such that it is 3. And followed by the process 4, it is 6. 6 minus the arrival time is 0 and the bus time is 6, such that it is 0. For the process P5, it is 10 as the turnaround time minus the bus time is 3, such that it is 7. So the total waiting time is 25. So in order to calculate the average turnaround time, it is 40 divided by the number of process here, it is 5. And for the waiting time, it is average waiting time could be calculated based on the waiting time of total divided by the number of process, here it is 5. So it is 8 milliseconds and here it is 5 milliseconds. So in this case, we have considered the non-preemption with different arrival times. In case if you're going to have the same arrival time for all the process, say for example, if your arrival time is 0 for all the process, and if your process P1, P2, P3 is having the arrival time 0 with bus time of, let me consider for P1 it is 5, for P2 it is 1, and for P3 it is 4. So out of which, since if your arrival time is same, now you have to directly check whichever the process is having the least CPU burst. So directly let me consider this process P2 is having the least CPU burst. So this will take up the execution first. So during the time 0, it enters and P2 executes for 1 millisecond. So the next to P2, P3 is having the lower CPU burst. So P3 will take the chance next. So for next 4 milliseconds, it will be executing. Followed by the P1 for the other 5 milliseconds. So you have to consider, here it is 10. So you have to consider whichever the process is having the CPU burst of smaller, short.